Hi everyone, so today I wanted to do kind of a different video. I wanted to talk about boys and how to know if a boy likes you and just some general advice on dating and stuff when you're young. So I get a lot of questions about this, and as far as some background information, sorry, I'm going to tuck my hair back because it's like falling. As far as some background information on me, I had a boyfriend for about a year and almost 2 years. So I was young. We started dating when I was in 8th grade. So we were pretty young, but that was a pretty long relationship for the age that we were. We broke up, and now I've kind of just been meeting people and dating and stuff. And there are a few different things that I kind of want to talk about, and I've had a lot of questions about. First of all, this was kind of all brought on by one of my friends telling me about this guy that she's liked, that recently she told him that she liked him, and the way he responded was not exactly what she was expecting. He actually basically said he wanted to be friends with benefits, which means he wanted to like hook up and stuff without being committed in a relationship. And she was telling me about it, and she was just a little unsure of why he said that and what that exactly meant and stuff. And what I told her was basically what I'm going to tell you guys. So I think a lot of the times I get questions, big long emails from girls saying, we talk at school, he sits with me at lunch, does he like me? Or, my boyfriend's acting distant, or this guy that I like, I can't tell if he likes me. And the number one thing that I have learned in my very short life, and even shorter dating experience in life, but still something, is that there are different types of boys, just like girls. There are completely different types. Of course, every guy is different, and every guy that you encounter will be a little bit different. But for the most part, guys come in like different groups. There's the one guy that wants to be very out there, very open with how he feels about you and such. And then there's another type of guy who doesn't want to get hurt, doesn't want to say the wrong thing, doesn't want to come on too strong, just like there are girls. So the first thing that I was telling her was basically that, if you're okay with just hooking up and not dating, then you can, I guess, if that's what you want to do. But for the most part, and she told me, she said, you know what, like, I really wish this guy would date me. Like, I want him to be my boyfriend. I don't want to just be used and such. And she realized that putting herself and making him think that that's okay and that she'll stand for that was the wrong thing to do. And so I'm not telling you guys what you have to do, but I just thought that was something interesting. And she's one of my great friends, so it was like fine for us to like talk about this and converse about it. But basically, the main point is, if you want to know if a guy likes you, of course, probably a good thing would be to tell him that you like him. If your thought is maybe he's just shy, or maybe he doesn't know how I feel, so he doesn't want to share how he feels, my biggest thing would be just tell him. The two things are going to happen. One, he's going to tell you he doesn't like you, or two, he's going to tell you he likes you too. Okay? So you have either chance of that happening. And if you've been talking for a while, maybe you can guess which one he's going to say. But again, anything can happen. It's just how it goes. And the biggest thing is, I've been in the point where I felt like, he was such the right guy for me. I can't believe he doesn't like me anymore. I'm never going to find a guy that I like as much as him. But as young as I am, and as inexperienced as I am, I realize that isn't true. Life goes on. You meet new people. In my opinion, everything happens for a reason, and when one door closes, another door opens. And you may not see it immediately. It may not happen immediately. You may have to wait it out. You may be sad for a few days, a few weeks, but eventually you'll find someone, and this is cheesy, but it was on a quote that I saw, and it says, it'll make you realize why it didn't work out with the person before or anyone else. So I just think that's something to think about. The other thing is that I just think that girls sometimes get so wrapped up in a guy, and they start doing things and thinking things that really jeopardize themselves as a person to change for a guy, or they start making up excuses for the guy, like why he won't tell me he likes me, why he won't commit to me, why he doesn't want to date me. It's not that he doesn't want to date me, it's just that, he's afraid his ex-girlfriend will get mad, or it's not that he doesn't like me, he's just too afraid to tell me. For the most part, in the early stages, that's fine. You can think all these different things, but when it comes down to it, if he's a good guy and he has a good heart, he will let you know how he feels about you, and he should show you that he cares about you. And I think that's a big thing. I just don't want any girls to jeopardize their self-respect or to feel hurt if a guy isn't telling you that he likes you or that he wants to date you. Just realize that there will be someone perfect for you, and you will know it when they're perfect for you, And again, I'm young, and maybe this sounds crazy, but I truly think that's true, and I wanted to share that with you. So I thought it was an interesting thought, just because my friend, was kind of sad about this guy, and she had liked this guy for a while and stuff, and so she finally told him that she liked him, and that was his response. And she is strong enough to know that that's not what she wants. She doesn't want to just, hook up with him and have him not be committed to her emotionally and such. So I was really proud of her for figuring that out and for making that choice on her own. Of course, as her good friend, I wanted to offer her any guidance that I could, but I didn't want to make the choice for her, and I couldn't. Ultimately, it's her life. What she wants to do is what she's going to do. But I was just really proud of her for that. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope that kind of helps you a little bit. Basically, if you're in a situation where you like a guy and you want to know if he likes you, or you want to move forward in the process of liking him, first of all, the number one thing that I have to say is get to know him. Make sure you really get to know him, and you know the type of person he is, you know his character, traits that he has, good and bad, because every person has good and bad qualities and traits. And if you get to know him really well and you still like him and you still think that you're compatible, then you should go ahead and tell him that you like him. The only thing that's going to happen is he's going to tell you he doesn't like you, or he's going to tell you he likes you too. And as hard as it will be to be rejected, for someone to say, I just don't feel that way about you, it's happened to everyone. It's happened to me, it's happened to absolutely everyone, it will happen to everyone, it's just life. It really, it's not that bad, that's my point. And, even if you are so head over heels for this guy, you feel like there's no one else that you could possibly like as much as you like him, I am living proof that you do go on to meet other people, and you will go on to meet other people that fulfill you in different ways and that bring different things in your life and different perspectives that you really didn't ever think were possible. So I just want you to all keep your head up high, and if you are going through a tough time with a boy, my number one advice, first, just make sure you're respecting yourself, and if he is not being as good to you as you want him to, just move on and try to, go ahead and start talking to other guys, and just realize that you don't need to waste your time on someone who doesn't value you. I hope this helps. I know it was a little bit random and jumbled, but I just kind of wanted to talk about the experience that I had with my friend today. But I hope you guys are all doing well. You can go ahead and leave me questions if you have any in the comments about boys and stuff. I like talking about this stuff. It's fun for me, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So anyways, I'll see you soon, and I hope this advice helped. Bye, everyone.